If you see the Revit family, we have the two kind. One is the system family and component family. Again, in component family, we have the parametric families and non-parametric families. Again, in the parametric families, we have the type parameter and instance parameter. To understand this type parameter and instance parameter, first we should know what is the type in the Revit. Type means a size. Let's say, for example, I'm going to open our HVAC model, whatever we created yesterday. Okay. See, I opened this HVAC model. When I select any one of the component, what are the parameters we can see in the properties? These are the instance parameters. Okay. For example, I selected this duct. I'm going to in edit type. What you can see the parameters here. These are the type parameters. Okay. Whatever you can see parameter directly in the property, it is the instance parameter. Means you can change in the property browser itself. Let's say, for example, yesterday we placed the diffusers. One is the return diffuser and supply diffuser. See, now I want to change this size of the diffuser. Different size means different type. Let's say I'm selecting the diffuser. I am going to the edit type. Here I can change the width and height. Let's say diffuser width. I'm going to make it the 700. The 700 mm to 700 mm. See, now these two families get updated. DI for the cross check 700, right? 700. But this return family is not updated because we not change. This is different type. Okay, different type means different shape or different size. Now in same way, I am going to change the airflow for these two diffusers. Let's say for this diffuser, I want to change it to the 1000 liters per second. Okay, so if you see this diffuser, I can see the 1500 liters per second. So instantaneously for the individual object, so in the same type, I am giving the different value. For this diffuser, the different value, and another diffuser is a different value. Where I'm updating in the property. These parameters we are calling as the instance parameter. Whichever we will edit in the edit type, these parameter we are calling the type parameter. Then how to create this parameter? Very important. How to create this parameter? To explain this, I'm going to family modules. Okay, new, create family. I will go to metric. Here I will use the metric generic model as a default. Okay. Now I am going to files, save as, family. Okay. Here I can see I want to create family. Let's say F2. Now I want to create one rectangular solid form here. Okay, with a parameter. Let's say to create the rectangular solid block, I want to use the reference planes first. Okay, this is the way to create the parameter family we discussed while creating the table family. Okay, two horizontal, two vertical lines, reference planes. I am going to give the dimension here. This should be equal, so it should be dimension should manage from the center of the object. Now I am going to add the parameters. Okay, annotate dimension. This is one parameter and this is another parameter. Let's say this is I am going to create as a parameter. Let's say width. When I'm trying to create this width parameter, here you can see the type and instance parameter. Okay, for the type for the width I am going to use the type parameter. Okay, which is I can able to edit in the type. Try to understand. Okay, and I'm going to create this length parameter as instance parameter. Okay. Family name is F2. Okay, here I'm going to create the solid extrusion. I'm going to take the pick line, lock. Okay, this is my solid block. Now I want to change this dimension. To change the dimension, I will go to the property and family types. Here you can see the length as a default, okay, and the width is normal one. Can you see? Now, okay. So this family I will load into my project. So here I should assign the category for this family. To assign the category, I will go to the property and I will choose the family category and parameter. So let's say I'm going to use a generic model. So category nothing but a layer. Okay, in AutoCAD, just go to load into the project. I'm going to load in my project. Let's say this block I'm going to place here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times I'm going to change place it. Okay, see. I want to move like this for our better understanding. Now this is all one family only, F2, correct? One type. If I want to change the width of this F2, just I'm going to select edit type. In edit type, I can see only width parameter because I chosen type while creating this parameter. When I select this family, I can see length in the property. Right? Let's say, for example, I'm going to change this width to the, let's say, 1500. Let's say 2500. Can you see all width getting updated? Let's say 500 only. Can you see the difference? All families are updating. But if I want to change the length of this family, I will go to the properties. Here I can see the length. Let's say 2500 is one. Let's say 500 is one. Let's say 1200. For each family, I can maintain the each length. But when I edit this type in the type parameter, let's say I'm going to make it 1000. All symbols are going to update with the width parameter. So here each type means different component. In the same components, if you want to maintain the different length or different parameter, we should create by the instance parameter. Instant parameter means you can change the instance property of particular object. The name is same, type is same for this family, but you can change the different dimensions. If you change the type parameter, it will update in all places wherever it is present. This is a major difference between the type and instance parameter. So why we need to discuss these parameters at this moment is, yesterday we are discussing about the duct types. Okay? Let's say these things. When you go to the system and to select the duct, to draw the duct, here I can see the type. I can choose any one of the type. One is a meter elbow tab, meter elbow T, radius elbow tab, radius elbow T. And to draw the any duct, we should follow the system. According to the system, we have four kind of the ducts. One is a supply, return, fresh air, and exhaust. So now let us discuss about this. When you select the duct, if you go to the edit type, here you can see the type parameters. Here you can see the instance parameter. Right? System type, supply, width, and height. What I mean is, I will take one duct type, let's say rectangular, radius, elbow, tab. I can draw same type with different dimensions. Let's say now I'm using the rectangular duct, radius, elbow, tab. Width is 300 mm, height is 300 mm. Let's say now I want to draw the width is, let's say 800 mm. Okay, height is, let's say 400 mm. I will change. Okay, see, this is the duct. After certain distance, I need to change my duct size to 4 is, width is 400 mm and height is, let's say 200 mm. So again I will continue. Same duct, I'm not changing any type here, just I'm changing the sizes. Okay, let's say I'm going to turn to right side, I will get the automatic elbows. These are all settings we can find in the, if you select the duct, if you go to the edit type, here you can find the routing preferences. If you go to the inside of the routing preferences, here you can see the what kind of the families we are using here. So what is elbow, tap, junction, cross. Here we need to choose our kind of the family. If you place the meter elbow, we will get the meter elbow. If we get the radius elbow, we will get the radius elbow. Here we need to change our families. Without families, we cannot draw the duct. Okay, but in the duct, automatically we will get all kind of the fittings. Yesterday we discussed about the fittings. What are the fittings? Reducer, elbow, T, okay, and tap. These kind of the fittings we discussed about, right? So just try to understand what is a type parameter, instant parameter. In simple way to remember, whatever you can change in the property directly, this is the instance parameter. Whatever you can change in the edit type, this is a type parameter. Right? See, if you go to the airflow, it is an instance parameter. If you go to the diffuser size, it's a type parameter. Got it? Okay. Now, so how many people you understood about these types? Meter elbow, radius elbow, and T and tap. Let's say now I am going to draw the duct to connect these diffusers. I want to delete this. Okay. Let's say now I am going to take duct. First I want to draw the supply duct. Okay. Here I choose my type of the duct is radius elbow with tab, and I choose my the system type. This is important. Width, height, system type. Always we should focus on this one. Okay. Before creating the model of the any duct, pipe, cable tray, anything, we should focus in the four elements. What are the four elements is, one is, okay, one is offset, means height of the duct, where we are going to, what height we are going to place. And second thing is width of the duct and height of the duct. If it is a rectangle, if it is a round duct, we will go with the diameter of the duct. Then system type. So very important. System type is very important. Which type of duct we are going to draw. Okay. So these are the basic factors we need to remember always before visualizing the duct. Now I want to draw one duct. Let's say I'm going to draw the supply duct. I'm going to choose a supply system. My duct width is, let's say, 800, and width is, the height is 400. Okay. Let's say my AHU out of the building. First, I will connect from the diffuser to the AH. Let's say here I'm going to take my offset of the duct. Let's say 3200. Center of the duct is a 3200 from the floor. Let's say, for example, I want to draw one duct like this. I'm taking outside of the building. Straight duct. Now I will go to this section. Always we need to draw the section in the Revit. See, above the ceiling, I am getting this height here. Let's say I want to move this duct little up. Select it. You can move. Okay, here my elevation is there. I don't want to disturb my elevation. Okay, I can check what is the possibility height. Now check it. What is the height of the duct? If you see the center of the duct to the ceiling have the 968 mm gap. Pi from bottom of the duct to floor have the 3 to 2G. Now what I do, I will go to the floor plan again. I will connect my duct to this supply duct. To draw the duct from the diffuser to the main duct, I will go to the one more section. See, always we should use the sections. So very important. Whichever you want to draw in vertical, go to the section and go to view. Here I want to connect this diffuser to this duct. Let's say here my duct size is 300 by 300. I want to use the same size. I can click it. Directly I will get the duct. See. Okay. Now when I draw the duct, I can see only in single line. Why I'm getting in the single line is, if you want to get the double line, here you can see the detail level. If you go to the detail level, make it to the fine, you can see the double duct. See, I took the duct and automatically I got the reducer. I need to connect this duct to this main duct. This is the branch duct and it is the main duct. I will connect this information in the plan. I will go to the floor plan again. So just I will extend this duct to here. Go to the modify, trim or extend to single object, duct to duct. See, automatically I'm getting the tab symbol. Let's see in the 3D view how it will be. Can you see? See. So always we should maintain the some gap to connect the branch to main duct. Right? Let's say, for example, branch duct and main duct both are in the same size. Let's say I will explain here. I'm going to the duct. Here I want to use the 300 by 300 same offset. Branch duct and main duct both are the same size. So the main duct and the branch duct both are the same size. It is not possible at site to connect like this. This is a sheet metal. Duct means sheet metal. We need to attach this branch to the main duct with the rivets. Okay, not rivet. Okay, mechanical rivet. So to attach this branch to main duct, we should have some space to attach coupling kind of the things. But here both sizes are the same. At the situation, we use the T junction. If two ducts are the same size, we use the T junction. How can I get the T junction here? If you go to the duct, I have one dedicated type for that, reducer elbow T. Okay, let's say I'm taking one duct here. If I draw the duct directly, I will get the T. But here directly, I can change my preferences according to my requirement. Let's say, for example, and now I want to connect with the T. Select it, go to the edit type in the routing preference. In the preferred junction type, I'm going to make as a T. Okay, okay. Now I'm going to connect. I will get the T. Earlier it was tap. Now I'm getting into the T. So instantaneously also we can change our fitting types according to the situation. Clear? When to use the tap, when to use the T is the important in the Revit. If you have the main duct and branch duct, both are in the same size, we use the T. We have the different sizes, we use the tap. Okay. So let's say I want to connect this duct here. Again, I will go to the section. Okay. Right click, go to view. It's a very simple Revit, HVAC kind of things. Okay. Now this time I'm going to use the file. So I can select my duct, supply duct, 300 by 300. See, whenever I get this node symbol, circular with the two cross lines, click it. Okay, then just come to straight. You will get the tracking line and take the turn to connect it. Directly you can connect it. Okay, see. Let's see what will happen here. When I connect this duct, I got the T. But you have the different size. I should maintain the tap, correct? So again, what I do, I will delete this junction. Delete. Okay. So drag and drop. It will connect automatically. Select this duct. Go to the edit type. Okay. You can change the routing preferences. Instead of the T, I'm going to use the tab. Now directly I can drag and drop, or I can extend. Can you see? This is my supply duct. Let's say according to our conditions, our rules, we should connect this supply diffuser with a flexible duct. So I need to draw the flexible duct here. To draw the flexible duct, what I do, here I have the convert flex duct option in the HVAC, convert flexible duct. Just I will click it. What is the length of the duct I require? Flexible duct. Let's say I want to use a 300 mm length. Just when I select the diffuser, automatically I will get the flex connection. Okay. Let's say I want to use flex connection. Right. So now I'm going to the floor plan. Now I want to see my duct is coming in this way and it should be ending here. So I should have the end cap. To place the end cap, just select the duct. When you select it, here you can see the end cap. Just click it, you will get the end cap. So this is again one more fitting. Correct? So now one more thing. Let's say this is my supply diffuser. This again supply diffuser. The supply diffuser is the 1500 liters per second, and this diffuser has a 1000 liter per second. Okay, so 1000 plus 1500. What is the total airflow? I have the 3500. Here 1000 going in this way. After 1000, I can get only 1500 liters per second here. So this duct size should be changed. To change the duct size according to calculation, just to go to the modify, use the split command. Okay, let's say I'm going to split after this branch. Okay, now I will change my duct size. Instead of the 800 to 400, I make it the 400 by 400. Just choose the size, change. Automatically I will get the reduce. Okay, understood? Now my duct looks like. Okay, now I am going to this. Now I want to give the duct size as a tag here. Okay, just I will go to the systems. Okay, annotate tag by category. When I place my mouse, I will get the duct size. If I don't want to leader, I will remove the leader. So wherever you want, we can place it. Select the tag. You can adjust also. If you want to place the airflow information, again tag by category, click on diffuser number and liters per second. Okay. Same way, we need to draw the return duct here. To draw the return duct, go to the system, select the duct, choose the system type as a return. Okay, this time I'm going to draw side by side. What is the size of this? 800 by 400. Same size I'm going to use 800 by 400. Okay, let's say I want to draw like this. Okay, this times I want to take in different routing.
Sorry to disturb, sir. We have less than 1 minute.
Less than one. Okay, I'm going to stop it.